No problem. Here, we're going.
Why doesn't anybody play that pipe?
Because nobody has a pipe.
Pipe.
Again, nobody has.
I have a pipe. I just don't know where I put it. I don't know how to play it.
I'm sure you'll find your pipe someday.
Give them a 3, 2, 1.
Different 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah, the beach in the early morning sun. Look, a yogi. Doesn't that look fun? Tree pose, catch, fetch, downward dog and more. With such a great workout, wouldn't he be sore?
Yo, guy, wait up, wait a second. What's up with his shoes? He ain't got none.
You don't have any shoes. How will you get home?
I'll walk. What's wrong with that?
But barefoot?
My use is why I shouldn't go barefoot.
Well, sure, I'm very glad you asked. The ground is dirty, it's just dirty. The floor is filthy, unsanitary, unhygienic, and just disgusting. Would you walk barefoot along a bathroom floor? Of course not. It's just disgusting. With the aim that most men have, you have to wear shoes.
That's exactly why shoes are better, don't you see?
I understand, for is clean not always better than dirty?
Of course.
So tell me, do you wear shoes at home?
No.
Well, why not?
Well, because my house is clean.
And why do you suppose it's cleaner at your house?
Well, because I don't throw trash around.
And yes, but why do it?
Because I have to walk barefoot. Why would I throw trash around and walk on trash in my own house?
Then tell me, why are the streets piled with trash?
Well, it's because, people are just generally dirty. They don't have to care. They just walk around. They have shoes on. It's no big deal.
So you're saying that because the streets are piled with trash, people don't want to walk barefoot. But if people stopped throwing trash, do you think they'd be more willing to walk barefoot?
He does have a point. No litter, clean streets. Maybe we would be more willing then.
That does make sense. You do have a point. If people were walking barefoot, they may be less inclined to not to wear shoes and not to throw trash.
So I think that we should go walk barefoot so that we could keep the environment clean and safe. And not like you think.
You do have a point. That does make sense. But what about the smell?
Oh, the smell our feet sometimes make. It's disgusting. It's better to wear shoes.
But what exactly causes that smell?
Well, I don't know exactly what causes that smell, but I can tell you a story about just how bad that smell can get. I was driving down the highway, just on a regular weekend, and there was a hitchhiker at the side of the road. I figured I'm a nice Samaritan, I'll pull over, give him a ride. So he comes into the car and he asks politely, do you mind if I take my shoes off? And I figure, well, I'm already being nice, might as well be a bit nicer, and I say, sure, go ahead. When he took his shoes off, the smell his shoes made was absolutely disgusting. Those shoes were just...
So what you're saying is basically it's the shoes themselves that cause that odor.
I suppose so.
And don't shoes also cause fungus growth?
I have heard so, yes.
And let me remind you, it's not just your personal health that's being jeopardized here. Do you also have children?
I do. I have a daughter. She's 9.
And how long has she been working for?
Excuse me?
I
She's
mean,
underage.
she could work at my studio for like $4 an hour. How does that sound?
That is out of the question. Any educated person would know that no child, including my daughter, should have to work.
Why not?
Because that's illegal.
How can you be saying this? Know you not of the horrors of child labor since the infancy of our industrial world? Or of how this horror persists in undeveloped countries in the Southeast? Know you not of how nations make their children dispensable slaves? Child labor is wrong, simply and flatly wrong.
But now you contradict yourself. The very same children that you pray or whom you care for, they make those exact same shoes that you wear. Isn't that wrong?
You do have a point.
If people didn't wear shoes, those children wouldn't be forced to make those shoes.
I suppose so.
So isn't it better if we don't wear shoes?
Yes, but there are nails, pebbles, sharp objects all around. Shoes protect our feet, so why not wear them?
I completely understand. I used to get splinters in my feet all the time. But this isn't about me. This is about you. Don't you still get the occasional jab in your foot when a rock gets stuck in your shoe?
Yes.
And isn't it painful?
Yes.
And isn't less pain better than, well, more pain?
Obviously. Well, you do have a point.
Let's stray away from all this morbid talk. Tell me about your job.
I'm
What do you do for a living?
I am the CEO of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, it was not easy.
Must have been a long journey to the top, right?
It definitely was. You have no idea how many people I had to step on and crush.
Grr.
But do you think it was worth it in the end?
Of course.
So you'd say that prolonged struggle in the right direction always leads to success,
Most of the time, yes.
and you'd value success over instant gratification.
Yes.
Let's go back to our barefoot discussion. Pain, that's what you feel when you go barefoot.
Yes.
But you see, we can overcome that pain. If we walk barefoot, we'll develop calluses. And as we develop calluses, we won't be bothered anymore by these little specks of sand that get stuck in our shoes.
You do have a point. And I suppose if I do develop calluses, I won't need the shoes anymore.
Exactly. That's my point. Why wear shoes?
They're totally useless, those shoes.
You do have a point, but the thing is, why would I wear shoes? Why would I go barefoot if everyone else around me is wearing shoes?
I don't think that's going to be a problem. We've already established that walking barefoot can help the environment, your feet, and it can help those little starving slave kids that make sneakers in Africa, right?
Yes? So I suppose wearing shoes is a good idea.
Hold on, sorry. Downward dog. Now, tell me about your company. The one that Colonel Sanders created. Did you not have a first visitor?
I did.
And because of that, you now have the first 10 visitors.
Yes.
And because of that, you now have millions upon millions of regular customers.
Yes.
But without that first visitor, your company wouldn't have been successful.
I suppose not.
What do you think made that first visitor come and visit?
Though the product looked good.
Well, if everyone was like you and didn't come just because no one else, wanted to come and visit, your company wouldn't be as popular as today.
I guess so.
So, if everyone, likewise, let's talk about barefoot then. If everyone thought like you, didn't want to go barefoot just because they were afraid of what people thought, then nobody would go barefoot.
Yes.
But you said before that you like to bare your feet.
Yes.
Therefore, why not go barefoot?
You see now he is right. Going barefoot is quite good. So take off those shoes. I know that I would. You're taking off your shoes and now we walk without stink. Thank you, Yogi. It's now clear that we've been out of sync. It's better for the earth because it's safer and clean. And there's less child labor, so let our feet be seen.